EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 19 Texans.
Man acquired by trade in the offseason, it's Joe Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Why Tony?
Kirk is the motion man. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. Third and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. They get 20 on the connection. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Look how everybody moves in sync on this play, Mike. You have the linemen hitting their pull blocks, the guys on the outside working one-on-one. They clear just enough room to let him hit it, and next thing you know, picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got it inside the 5. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find... And this one is blocked. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready? Monday. Alert!
They put Adams in motion. The NFL's third leading rusher a season ago. It's Kyron Williams. He looks forward for maybe a yard. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. They'll send a tight end in motion. On second down, a run with Williams. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Here's third and 7.
Monday. Double light. Easy, alert. And middle.
Now it's Stafford. Open man's got it. That's Chark. Give him 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
Middle. Alert.
The motion man is Nakua. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Here's second and 2.
Hey, 22.
Here's Stafford. That is caught by Chark. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's a second and 6. They'll run with the third-round pick. It's Blake Corum. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close.
Hey, 70. 21. 11. Hey, 54. 53. Ready.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Set.
The man in motion here is Chark.
32.
On first down, Stafford. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Here's Stafford now on second down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Hey, 50.
Throw on third down, Stafford. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. His kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, south.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
All right.
In motion now, it's Collins. They'll go right back to Mixon. Mixon has the first down and more. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 28-yard line. It's a big-time run by Mixon. 35 yards. We are through. First and 10. Kirk is the motion man. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Hey, uno.
Now, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He'll get rid of it, And completed. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. They'll go again with Williams. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
59!
Now Stafford taking a shot downfield for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So it's fourth down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. Ho-ho! And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Look wide. Get this one complete. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
All right.
A run here with Mixon. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here we go. Down. 11.
On first down, it's Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
On the quick, right?
They'll give this to Mixon, running right. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Second and a yard.
Oh, right.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run here with Mixon, trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short, down at the 1. Now here's second and goal.
Here we go. 2J.
They look to run with Mixon. He slams it in there, and he is in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Here we go.
In motion now, it's Collins. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He fumbled the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Dell motioning over. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Robin.
To throw is Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Ready. Why, Tony.
On 2nd down, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Stroud. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set. 53. Ready. Pretty hot.
Stafford now. Pass brought in by Chark. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Stafford going to give it to Cora. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Cora. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
22.
On 3rd down, they go with Cora.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
They'll try it now with Cora. And he's going to have the Rams' 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. It was 4th and 3. They picked up 8.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Now a 1st down throw for Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Set. 50-50. Stay 50.
A give left side. Here's Williams. He'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Christian Harris there on the stop.
59.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others,
and this is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
All right. Flash. Good.
Here's Mixon. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Here we go. Nine.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but, man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
On the quick, right?
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal.
All right.
Now Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Dell motioning over. They'll try to run this one in. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
Here we go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's got another one. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Stafford. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Second down, it's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua.
32.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
They run with Cora. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Atwell sent in motion here.
21, 21. Sit, sit, hot.
Now it's Garoppolo. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So they decide to be aggressive there on 3rd down, Mike. Now the question is, do they maintain that aggressive style on 4th down, or do they decide to punt? It's going to be a really interesting play call here as it brings up 4th and short.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Here we go. Flag. Stay hot.
Jimmy to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second down and 3.
13. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11, 11. Flag.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
13.
Here's a run with their tight end. Using that big frame to try to get the yard, but I don't think he got it. Held up at the line of scrimmage. There's no gain. Now it's going to be 4th down.
Here we go. Sit hot.
Now Garoppolo. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run straight ahead with Corum. And he'll get about 5.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Once again, it's Corum. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
11.
Atwell sent in motion here. Garoppolo from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but the fake worked, picking up the 1st down. A gain of 11 there, as the decision to go for it pays off. So this defense fooled by the fake, and now they're going to have to defend 1st and goal.
12, fellas, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo. And he's in. Lake Corum. Touchdown, Rams. To the line comes Garoppolo, as they will go for 2.
Here we go, here we go. 12.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Cowboy 70 Timberwolves.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Ready, go!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Ready!
On the ground, it's Pierce. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He gets that complete to Berrios. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Mechie, the man in motion. Once again, it's Pierce. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time, defense. Difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. To return, here's Ronnie Rivers. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Off the play fake. Here's Garoppolo. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. So it's a win here for the Texans. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see you September 5th in Kansas City. The Chiefs and the Ravens in the season opener. Can't wait. Until then, Enjoy the rest of your evening.